Hello guys, Gamer01 here, and I am back with another video. So apparently, the Google Plus username TillLime posted a link to a video on my Google Plus community regarding Bionicle, of course. It basically says breaking news: Bionicle coming 2017. Disney buying Bionicle. So the video was uploaded by Lego Bionicle Stop Motion Story, so not too legit there. And the source comes from the Lego message boards, which, as you can tell, it's not too legit of a source. Definitely isn't. And it's from PBJ, as he calls himself. He posted this. So he basically says, so, as many people have discovered, Disney has offered to buy the entire Bionicle franchise. They will officially make the deal on the 28th of January 2017. Many have speculated that this will lead to a new beginning, as the Bionicle series would now have the funds to propel it to the masterpiece we all know it can be. I personally am expecting many great things from this offer. I believe that Disney has the capabilities to make great animated Bionicle movies, as they are renowned for their masterpieces. Long live Bionicle. So, yeah. Well, what is the likelihood of Disney buying Bionicle? Uh, I think it's very little, and I think we can already call BS on it because, first of all, Disney. Why would Disney uh, buy the rights to a failed IP? I mean, Lego. They basically just dished Bionicle. They just they just canceled it right away. I mean, honestly, it never truly ended. It was really just boring and they buried it. Was Lego. They didn't give it the ending it deserved. First of all, and Disney wouldn't gain anything from bringing it back, or I mean, buying it and bringing it back. I think they could probably make some great Bionicle movies. Yes, they probably could if they do it right. But even then, they have to manage to make it popular enough. And even for that to happen, they would have to make a completely new story with completely new characters. And I think they would have to change Bionicle drastically. Or that's what they would do at least. Um, and it wouldn't even be known as a toy line anymore. It would be known as a movie franchise, literally, instead now. So if Disney managed to make Bionicle popular, they wouldn't not make it popular as a toy line, but as a movie franchise. And we might still get Bionicle toys, but it would not be the same. It would not be a Lego Bionicle anymore. Likely, it would be Hasbro Bionicle, or maybe Disney is going to produce the toys themselves. I don't know, but most likely Hasbro, because they produce most Star Wars and Marvel toys now. Yeah, but yeah, so it's. I mean, it wouldn't be the same. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to mock with them. We would get the Bionicle Hasbro action figures, not Lego Bionicle construction figures, and I guess you all know what that means. No mocking. We're not going to be able to do that anymore. Um, so when we actually have to go as far as to customize, we have to actually go as far as to cut the part itself and all that, and to add new ones. It's not going to be this. It's gonna require tools, and you can end up fucking up along the way. So yeah. Then again, people have made some impressive custom figures with Hasbro figures. Don't get me wrong, and it is of course possible, but it's not. But Hasbro's action figures aren't designed to be torn apart and then put together in a different way. It's not like Lego. So unless Hasbro invented a new system that allowed mocking, well, if they did that with Bionicle, I'm sure it would be okay. But unless they did that, there's going to be no mocking, and then Bionicle, you take one of the things that make Bionicle great away. I mean, uh, and then as I said earlier, it's not even the toys that's going to make Bionicle popular. It's going to be the movies more likely. So that alone is going to make Bionicle different, I guess. And even Disney's going to change it drastically. It's not the tone's going to be changed. I guess the design of the characters and everything. They're maybe even going to go as far as to involve humans in it now. I don't know. I don't know how far Disney could go with it, but they they would change it drastically. We all know that, and yeah, it wouldn't be the same. The only good thing that could come out of Disney buying Bionicle, I think, would be, I think if anything good has to come out of it, it would be if Disney actually made movies from G1 without changing anything, but they re-released some of the movies we have from G1, and then they made movies for the years that needs movies, that doesn't have movies at all. And then that would be a good way. And then they could like say, maybe instead of buying it completely, they can say, "Hey Leo, how about we make a deal? We how about we make Bionicle movies? We're planning to make movies from those years to tell stories from those years and all that, you know. So we can get movies about the Praga. We can get movies about the um, like about the Eagle Torn, even though that's not the kind of movie you want to see. Anyway, but movies from years of Bionicle we never saw in movie format at all. And then how about you then make the sets? You release all the G1 sets. That would actually be a great start. I guess that way Disney and Lego could work together to revive Bionicle. I think turning to G1 would probably be a good way to revive Bionicle if it had to happen. But Disney buying Bionicle completely would not be a good sign. And not many people would take lightly to those news if it were true. And even then, I don't think Disney is the company we should turn to if we want Bionicle revived. If we want Bionicle revived, first of all, it should be in Lego's hands to decide to revive it, right? But let's say what they wanna do first is obviously turn to G1 and maybe revive G1, and then they can re-release the sets of G1 for the fans at least, right? So the fans can see, okay, we're still interested in Bionicle, we still care about it, so we're still looking to revive it and make it the masterpiece it once were. And we're gonna do that by releasing the G1 sets just for you, right? Now it's obviously gonna cost a bit, I think, but it would be a great start, right? Then we're gonna read it up. Then we're gonna add the movies to Netflix, and we're planning to uh, actually touch on another company about making those movies. So like maybe they could bring Miramax in on it again, or they would have to maybe turn to another company like Warner Bros. I think they could definitely do that. If they did that, I think Warner Bros. Too could make some great movies. And I think we have to have more faith in them and Disney than Disney. So yeah. So let's say if Lego makes a deal with Warner Bros. Saying they make the movies, they produce the movies, they make the animation and stuff like that. Plus, if such a big company like Warner Bros. Has to be responsible for Bionicle movies, I think that's gonna bring Bionicle to a completely new light. I think first of all, that's gonna make Bionicle more known. Just that fact alone. Um, and of course, Lego is still gonna produce the sets. They're still gonna be writing the plot, the story, and they're going to be um, taking care of most of it, I guess. That will probably be the best thing to do here. But yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about this, guys, because it was kind of interesting. And also, just for those of you who might think that it's actually happening, no, it's not. And even if it did, please don't assume it's going to be a good thing. It may seem good on paper, but it's really not. Um, and it's just not happening. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I want Bionicle to return. I do. I love Bionicle. I really do. I mean, it's my all-time favorite Lego theme. But we have to face the reality of it. Even if Bionicle returns, it would be hard for it to come back. It would be hard for it to actually make a name for itself, to be successful because of how Lego just dished G2. Because they literally just canceled it, took the easy way out, and stores aren't gonna take them new sets in because they didn't sell well the first time or the first 2 years. So why would it sell? So it's obviously not gonna sell the third year. That's how they're gonna think. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. Um, I just wanted to make a video about this, talk about this real quick. Um, so yeah, I'll see you guys later.